bit of a militant to an extent. I'm not really a fan of certain government corporations and tri-letter organizations that I like to call, you know, the FDA, for instance. And this piece is called Pusher Man, and it's, yeah, in here. It's about. If they say you are what you eat, that must explain why there's so many fake-ass motherfuckers out there. Because when I look down at the space that occupies my plate, and all I see is a fallacy consisting of monosodium glutamate, potassium sorbate, sodium nitrate, blue lake, and an array of sulfates, all delightfully put together for us, compliments of the FDA. And for the main entree, they'll be serving up some sauteed, I guess you could call it meat, with a side of red number 40 that was smothered, simmered, basted, and glistening in radiated heat, from being grilled to perfection in a little box called a microwave, making sure everything we ingest becomes a catalyst for a cancerous tumor fortress in women's breasts, only to leave us under paramounting amounts of stress. Oh shit, fuck, I got nervous. First time. Only to leave us under paramounting amounts of stress because we're too cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs cracked the fuck out on a oversweetened, oversaturated, overprocessed food that consistently leaves the always fatigued, explaining our physically and mentally undernourished levels of rest. Although I know my wallet is suffered from the catastrophic pressures of forced arrest, since the only food types that seem to suffice in not adding to the shortening of my already scientifically coldly calculated span of life are ridiculously overpriced. But I'm FDA aristocratically, royally, and elitely fucked. Because if an IV were to penetrate me this very moment, I'd be bleeding a Pfizer concoction that's led me to overstand that our only option is to prepare ourselves for yet another unforeseen plague of disease, leading to another state of emergency, creating the need for, once again, another urgent vaccine. See, the war is solely an illusion, meant to distract the masses to the selling the souls to the TV dinner god that governs in the land of prepackaged food and minds, to promote red alert levels of confusion. And if you really want to speak on terror, then I suggest we focus on the modern day drug war, where we're all becoming mad whores because their troops are creeping up inside your insides. And we must start becoming aware of their covert actions and unleashing of guerrilla tactics, because all we seem to do is sit and listen to the chemical bullshit this dictator spits, where it lands, rests, and manifests within the confines of my mind and cerebral spinal cortex, trickling its way downtown to Wall Street to provide the funds to clone a society, or better yet said, herd of patriotic sheep. All in a reality where in actuality there is no Democrat or Republican when dealing with a Babylonian government, when there's no need for a warhead or a bomb, when all of our food is palifellic poison, fed to us to keep the physical ill, emotional depressed, and minds numb. But that's okay. That's why we got trusty old Zoloft. And I know those fucks in the medical industry already knew that, because when you got doctors and politicians invested in Darvocet, Percocet, morphine and penicillin, along with Viagra, Imuron, and amitriptyline, and the answer to every child's behavioral problem is to create a junkie hooked on Ritalin, and they want to start banning vitamins because, God forbid, there's the slightest chance of competition. Let's reevaluate and ask ourselves, who's really the pusher man and who's the victim? You know, some people make it through, some people don't. Hopefully we make it through. I want all y'all to make it through. You here right now, so that's good. I had a boy who actually committed suicide not too long ago, and I wrote this piece a while ago, but I want to dedicate it to him. Robert, I love you. You're my brother forever, and yeah, it's called Suicide Lover. My suicide lover, we've come a long way over time, and because of my baby, I'm going out with style. And in the meanwhile, I just wanted to let you know that I'm thankful for having you in my life, for the emotional roller coaster ride of excitement you provided, and now I'm ready and willing for you to slide up in it. Because in my time of need, you gave my non-existent life and me meaning. I remember the beginning. First, I start off with a Long Island, maybe followed by a line, and eventually in time some crack rocks and popped off bottle tops so I could swallow my medley of pills, and we'd just chill. As they flowed down my throat to the point where I almost choked and overdosed from this masochistic deep throat. And now, even better to get me wetter, I'll make it extra sexy and suck up just enough liquor till my liver shivers like my clit in an epileptic fit until it just quits. Like the gun that'll be going click click after being thoroughly, because I want some passionate hits into my life that's abandoned and rampant of uninspiring shit. And so I want it hard and fast with my pulsating eager finger that quivers on the trigger like blast, blast as the gun busts its bullet nut from its phallic barrel shaft, ramming and fucking my brain. And it might seem strange and even insane, but no one understands. I need you. Because every time you give it to me, you release me from my carnally inflicted pain. See, life is cruel and neglecting. When together you're just so attentive and protecting. Really, the only thought of comfort I feel is from the thought of the sensual warmth of cold steel as a thin, sharp blade serenades, seduces, and caresses my vein, only anxious for deep penetration, where my orgasmic cum is of hot blood, rushing and escaping from the spiritual raping that's led to this love affair with a blade. But these secretions aren't of semen, they're of tears, and now I'm afraid that I've reached my peak and I'm feeling incredibly weak. But thank you once again for making life seem less bleak and saving me in the current moment, because my heavy breathing and moaning was in actuality a blood-curdling cry from my soul to be, in desperate hope, spiritually free.